But I just wanted to explain my thought process, my framework that I work within.
Shay's patience-based trading. No more gambling, just systematic upgrading. Find the purple line support, that's a discount, kid. Paying all your monthly bills, that's the knowledge I give.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about hedging. I want to explain it so you guys can understand what I mean by hedging. Shay's way of hedging. Because we did buy a SPY put on Friday as a hedge. And people were very confused, it seemed. Because I bought, especially Joey Shaw. Joey Shaw was like, did you just buy a SPY put way out of the money? $500 strike? Like, that has no intrinsic value. And I'm like, hell yeah, it doesn't have intrinsic value. We don't need the intrinsic value. We're only holding for like a day or two. If the market tanks on Monday, we will make a couple $100. If it doesn't, we lose a couple $100. No big deal. This is why we buy SPY puts with low delta. If we had bought SPY puts with at the money delta, so 0.50 or higher, we would have lost like thousands of dollars. And the more SPY puts you loaded, the more deeper in the red you would have been, because it just amplifies. It just amplifies the losses. So when I am hedging, I don't give a damn about making money on the SPY put. I care about protecting the account. But if the market does tank, hey, I'll make a couple $100. If it doesn't, that means we rallied, which means my long positions are in the green, which means I made money anyways because we bought such a low delta put. Now, here's the problem, and I think a lot of people misunderstood me. I bought one SPY put with 0.50, 15 delta. What does that mean? What does 0.15 delta mean? It means every dollar move equals $15 in the red or green, depending on the direction. So if the market goes up, my put goes in the red, $15. We're not going to include the gamma and the theta. We're just going solely off of delta. If the market tanks, my put goes in the green, $15 every dollar move. Now the market, it did rip. It did not tank, it ripped. So we lost like $200. Right? We lost $200. But it's no big deal. This is why we bought 0.15 delta. One NVIDIA covered call, selling an NVIDIA covered call 30 to 60 days out, you can get about 240 premium. For those of you who are in the Discord, we sell covered calls on NVIDIA all the time. So do you see what I'm saying here? Right? We bought the SPY put knowing, hey, if this works out, we make money. If it doesn't, we lose about $200. This was all calculated and deliberate. A hedge, the point of a hedge isn't to score big and make 50 to 100, 300% return. The point of a hedge is, hey, if the market goes down, at least I make something. If it doesn't, I lose a little bit and I make money on the longs, and I'm fine, right? Because that means the market rallied, you lost money in the put, but you made money on your longs. So scenario one here, what I wanted to show you is the math, because this is the math that I did before I bought that SPY put on Friday. I did some math. I'm like, if I buy a 0.50 at the money delta SPY put and we rally $10, that's $10 times $50 per dollar move equals $500 loss. That's not even including the theta. That's not even including gamma, which would just amplify that. That's not including the fact that if we bought more than one SPY put, if we bought two SPY puts, we would have lost 1,000 plus. Because it just amplifies the losses. Notice how this whole time I haven't talked about the gains. I don't give a damn about the gains. It's about protecting your account first, not about making money. So $500 loss, well, what's the problem? Do you see the problem here? Right? If we had bought it at the money, delta SPY put, 0.50 delta, well, the SPY did rally quite a bit, right? It did. On a Trump tweet. We would have lost like $500 plus. One covered call, one NVIDIA covered call is $240 premium. That would not have been enough to cover the loss. So minus 240, we end up negative 260. We start off the week already depressed because we're in the red. Already depressed because we are in the red. That's not what you want. You want to start off the week in the green, even if it's just a little bit in the green. You want to start off psychologically already like, hell yeah, I'm in the green, I'm starting off good. This is bad, not only psychologically, because it leaves you already starting in the red and trying to catch up and make back what you lost. Right? But it's also not even a hedge at that point. Your hedge should not destroy you like that. A hedge should be such a small, insignificant loss that it is covered by a call or by the gains from the rally on your long positions. So let's go to scenario 2 here. Right? Scenario 2, because we were smart and we only bought one SPY put with 0.15 delta. And we have 500 shares of Riot stock. Well, if the market rallies, our Riot shares will go in the green by like let's say 50 cents. 50 cents in the green. Let's just say 50 cents. Well, 500 shares of Riot times 0.50 cents equals $250 gain. Because we didn't buy an at the money 0.50 delta SPY put and instead it was a 0.15 delta, we lose what? $200 about, right? We lose the $200 on the SPY put minus. Oops, no. Yeah, minus, no, plus, no, what am I doing here? So we just do some math here. 250 minus $200 equals, we still end up $20 net profitable. And that is why I bought way out of the money 0.15 delta SPY puts. It was very deliberate, very calculated. You should never be hedging with the goal of scoring big. The whole point of the hedge is if the market does tank, I make some money. If it doesn't, I lose a little bit and I make money on my longs or on the covered call. In a way, I am hedging the hedge, so to speak, is what I call it. Right? I'm buying. I am buying the SPY put as a hedge in case we tank. But in case we rally and my SPY put ends in the red, I sell one covered call on NVIDIA for 200 plus premium, thus negating the law. Thus, quote unquote, as Joey Shaw likes to say, zeroing out the loss, or even starting the week off at a gain anyways, which is better psychologically speaking. Right? Because technically it's Monday and I'm in the green still. Like I am good. If I had done the stupid thing, here's the stupidest thing I could have done. Let me show you the stupidest thing I could have done. Right? This would show you that I just don't know. I shouldn't even be a Discord owner because I'm just an idiot. Scenario 3, which is the worst case scenario, which is, I don't know, I would have to be like a huge idiot or something. The worst thing I could have done is alert 3 SPY puts at the money, let's say 0.50 delta. Well, we would have taken about a $1,500 loss. Because we don't want to hold... Oh, by the way, you don't want to hold and hope. You can't hold and hope these. There's no holding and hoping. There's no... there's an expiration date, right? You can't really hold the bag. So, like we were going to like take the loss. Like, there was no the win. No, you don't want to end up like Alex Petrosky holding Rich Tech Robotics all the way down. Because then you're going to end up like him feeling dumb, like, oh, I should have taken the loss because now I'm down like 80% on Rich Tech Robotics. And Rich Tech Robotics showed you that anything can happen, right? They lied about the Microsoft partnership. Now it's just been tanking since then and not recovering. Buyers don't care for it anymore. And you end up getting destroyed. You know, you don't want to fuck around and find out, as the young people like to say. So you would want to take that $1,500 loss. But, well, what just happened, guys? A $1,500 loss. How am I going to make up? How am I supposed to make up for this? How? That one covered call will only cover $240 of that loss. And obviously, we do the math here, right? 1,500 minus 40 equals 1,200, and unfortunately, you end up negative. Let me add the sign here. You end up negative 1,216. So you're starting the week off negative 1,260. You're already psychologically, you're like, oh my god, I need to make $1,260 this week just to get break even, just to get that money back. So now psychologically, you're just sitting there like, you know, in your own head, like, damn, I should not have bought those puts. Screw Trump. Why did he have to open his big mouth? Now you're angry. Now you're upset. Now you're constantly checking on the SPY put because you probably didn't take the loss. Now you're not sleeping good at night because you're just constantly checking it overnight, hoping against all hope that the SPY puts go in the money somehow. That the market tanks. You're probably wishing that Iran does something that sends the markets down because you really need to get this money back. Now you're just in a mentally bad place. Well, again, we didn't do this because that would be stupid, right? We would be down right now $1,260. I'd be the worst Discord owner ever, with no sense of risk management, no strategy, no calculations, no nothing. That I would just look stupid right now. Those of you who followed me into the trade, you would be down a lot. This is not including the gamma. This is not including theta decay. So we would actually be down more than 1,260. That's another thing I want to mention. And God forbid I bought in the money, deep in the money, like 0.70, 0.80 delta, we would have lost like $2,000, $3,000. Who knows? Sure, the market could come down again, but am I going to try and fuck around and find out? No. But this would have been the worst case scenario. This would just mean I don't know how to run a Discord. I shouldn't even be running a Discord. I have no sense of risk management at that point if I just foolishly bought 3 SPY puts at the money. So the whole point of this is hedging, do the math, be deliberate, and calculate. A hedge should not destroy you or leave you starting the week off already down deep in the red. Because mentally, there are people who just sit there. They're not going to sleep well. They're just going to be keeping an eye on it overnight. They're going to wake up at 2 a.m. checking on it, hoping that, against all hope, that these SPY puts go down. You don't want to be in that situation. You would rather sleep good at night knowing, hey, I lost $200, sold my covered call for $240. Cool, I'm still in the green $40 or $20 in this case. Like, you think I'm gonna be checking on my SPY point? Hell no, I already took the loss. Sold the covered call in Nvidia for $240. Cool, I'm still starting off the week in the green. I got nothing to worry about. Again, it's about safety first. Protecting the account first. Not trying to score a big, win. And again, options are dangerous. If we had, the more you buy, the more puts you would have bought. Yeah, the more you maybe would have made if it had tanked. But that doesn't matter. It's not about making the money if it tanks. It's about how much am I going to lose if it doesn't tank. Right? Let's not get overconfident and cocky here. If it doesn't tank, oh boy. If I bought 5 SPY puts, 10 SPY puts, that just amplifies my losses. I would have lost like 5 to 8 grand. I would have lost a lot. That is the danger with options. You gotta be careful. You gotta be deliberate. You gotta calculate everything. And you gotta have a strategy, because this is what it is. It's a strategy. Hey, I'm gonna buy a SPY put, but I'm gonna hedge the hedge with a covered call on Nvidia on Monday. That way, if I do lose $200, which I figured we would lose about $200 if it didn't work out, I'm still in the green to start the week. And that's a win, especially in a tough market like this. So there you go. That's first time pulling out the whiteboard, the online whiteboard here. But I just wanted to explain my thought process, my framework that I work within, and how I view things and how I calculate. So, and the different scenarios that I calculate. I don't just calculate one scenario. I'm not sitting here going, man, if I buy 10 SPY puts, short term, 1 week expiration, and if the market tanks, woo, I make lots, 100% plus fast, woo. I'm not thinking that. That doesn't exist in me. I'm thinking, how can I protect myself, my account? And I'll leave it at that, guys. I'll see you in the next one.
Master all the patterns that are abusable for profit. Got 3 separate accounts just to stack it in my pocket. My cats Wolfie and Tangy helped me write this master plan. A simple strategy manual for the everyday man. Shades patience based trading. Word up. Shades patience based trading. Peace.